TV show. There's a lot of things that you guys don't know about me.
See,
From
that's cool.
church.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
I'm gonna choose by you for a
shut
while.
up.
I'm like, this is over there. I know. Okay.
Anyways.
Great, great. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for helping me out with this. For no
I know
reason.
you too.
I know.
It's just
Thank you. Definitely interested, for sure. Like even without the class and everything, I get. Okay, great. So first thing, I'm gonna please get your name.
My name is Maria Sanchez,
Great, great. And may I ask please where were you from?
Tepic, Nayarit, Mexico. I'm
Awesome.
sure you got the Mexican part.
I got it. Mexico.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. And when were you born?
I was born on February the 8th, 1983.
Great. Okay, great. And do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do. I have a brother and a sister. Older brother, younger sister.
Perfect. And your parents, are they still alive?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Grateful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And are they here as well?
Yes. They're only an hour away.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. So what was it like growing up in Mexico?
I really don't have anything bad to say about growing up in Mexico. To me, I had the perfect life, but to my parents, it's completely.
Yeah. Maybe do you think that they were worried about opportunities? You
Yes,
didn't have that
that's
future?
basically what it was. Because in Mexico, it's a little different. Once you turn 35, you're considered to be older, and it's harder for you to get a job. They give the younger people have the best opportunities. Then once you're
Right.
35, they consider you kind of old. So I guess that's why my dad was kind of struggling
Mm-hmm.
with a job. So that's when he decided to come.
Great. So that was
That was
struggle
the
to find a job. That was what made you guys
yeah.
decide to come. Great. 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 And at what age did you come?
I was 14 years old.
And how was it when you came? Was there
A
culture
nightmare. Yes.
shock?
Yeah, it was. It was hard. Not only the language, but the food,
Mhm.
the drinks, Dr.
Oh,
Pepper.
everything
Ew,
is
nasty.
okay.
Yeah.
And did
It's
you know
super hard.
English before you came?
No.
No.
Blindfolded, basically. Yeah.
Very.
Super.
I know that has to be so good to just leave
Yes.
everything you know and go.
Well, actually, the way my parents brought me over here with my siblings was they told us they were taking us to Disney World. And we're so excited. And then come to find out, oh no, you're not going back home. This is where we're going to be for now. I was like, no, set me back. I don't like this. I want to go back home. But we didn't have a choice. It's just,
I can. Wow. That's great. That's great. And how long did do you remember how long did it actually take to get here?
uh, it was actually because my parents were in Illinois when I first came to the U.S. It was a long drive from where I'm from to the border alone. It's about a 24-hour on the bus. And then from there, by the time you make it to the U.S. was another probably 3 days because of the process not being legalized.
And which is
So-
leads me to my next question. How exactly was your transportation here? I know you say you rode a bus from your hometown
To the border. From there, we pay somebody to cross us over. They basically put us in there's two checkpoints. So the major checkpoint, we walk through we cross the river.
Mhm.
And then from there, we got to a house. We were there for probably a few hours. And then, like a white family picked us up from there, put us in the back of their SUV. It was kind of like a Tahoe.
Mhm.
And they just put a bunch of blankets on top of us. And that's how we made it through the second. Then we finally made it to Houston, where we stayed with my parents' friends for a little bit, and then they drove us up to Illinois.
Oh, wow. But that was good that you knew. Did you know your parents' friends prior to then?
Yeah.
No, it was still strangers. to you.
Yeah.
Man, That is such a dangerous journey.
It
From
is.
from reading,
Yeah.
like I never had
Everything
any
that
idea.
happens.
Man,
And it's
those
crazy
scary.
because we didn't even know how to communicate with them. Like they were white. They didn't know Spanish.
Mhm.
They were like completely like white. We're like we just small.
Yeah. Oh man, that has to be so. Right, great, great. And when you came with your parents, or did they send
It
for
was
you separate?
just
You and
no.
your
It was
siblings.
just my dad and my siblings. My
Mm.
mom waited for us
Mm-hmm.
here.
Oh, I imagine she was so scared too,
Yeah.
not knowing
She.
anything to happen between them.
I know. That was crazy.
Okay. Okay, great, great, great. So how was it when you first got to Illinois? Did you I don't want to say did you feel like you fit in, but did you
It was
acclimate
hard.
easy?
No.
No.
No, it was super hard. Lonely, I guess, because you
Mhm.
really have nobody but your parents. You don't know absolutely nobody. It's a little
Mhm.
different. In Mexico, there's like, here they're corner stores, and you only go to them, when you put gas and you get your chips and whatnot.
Mhm.
In Mexico, there's like a more corner stores kind of like that of the neighborhood.
Mhm.
So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store. I gotta go get some chips. And here, you're like, oh, mom, I want some chips. No, you have to wait. You gotta go to the grocery store. It's not the same. You can't just walk
Right there.
to the,
Mhm.
it's a lot different. Yeah, yeah, it's different.
Man. And when you guys first came, did your parents have jobs?
Yes, my parents did.
And were they on any type of like work visa, or they
Nope.
were just illegally?
They were just here illegally, so that made things a little worse.
Oh man,
And
was
harder.
it easy to find somewhere to live?
When I came up here, they were renting a room, sharing with other people. So we were like in a little room, all five of us,
Man.
for a while until we moved to my dad's friend's house, and then like we had more room, like we had our room and they had their room and stuff.
Would you say when you moved to Texas that it got any better? Like as far as your
Yeah.
interactions with others?
Yes. Because by the time I made it to Texas, I already knew a little bit of the language, and I had already been in school for like a year or so. So
And
it
how was
was
that? How was
easier.
going to school in a different
Horrible.
country?
Crazy. Well, see, when I went to school, we were in Illinois for about 2 months. Then we moved to my dad's house, my dad's friend's house. So that's where we actually started going to school. I started in ninth grade here. So we came out in the newspaper because we were the first Hispanics in the school.
Oh, wow.
So there was no ESL classes like they have here in Texas.
Mhm.
We had this little old lady. She's about 70 years old. She used to teach us. There was me and my brother from Mexico. There was another guy from the Philippines.
I have this small interview for school, and Maria
We're doing
is
schoolwork.
going to help me.
All right, we all have a good weekend. I'm out
Thank
next
you.
week, so I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay. Oh, right.
it's
Vacation or business?
online.
Oh,
We're supposed to
gonna
go
go have fun.
Yeah, lots. We go meet with all of the providers, and we go do all the CFPB updates and see what's going on there.
Great.
The legal updates.
I know I was going to say that this year is going to be extra interesting though.
It's I'm never that
All the
interested because all they do
legislation
is just say,
going
"Oh, give us more money because we're trying to save y'all's business and y'all about to be out of business." So it's y'all need to donate more for whatever.
Yeah.
So that's most of the stuff. Then all the vendors are like, "Oh, we got a good product. You should use our product."
Yeah.
I mean, I like doing that stuff and talking to all our new providers and giving them updates. But it's Chicago. I don't really. We go to the hotel and we stay at the hotel.
Yeah, that's probably the smartest. Yeah. It's not safe there.
Yeah, I should have asked Danielle.
Right?
No, what neighborhoods too? Where can I go? Where am I
What
gonna
can I
go?
do? But it's usually I'm getting in big early because I'm gonna meet Mike up there, and then me and him's gonna go through all of our league stuff for this past year. And we've got meetings scheduled with all our providers. So I'm hoping we'll come back with a game plan.
Right.
The rest of the year.
Right.
So we'll see. Yeah. So Ashley, can you call that?
I was gonna text her, but she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're like my mom." Let me get out. So I was just like in her space. She has to
Who
text
got
her.
the purse?
Penny.
Oh, Penny won the
Penny
purse?
got the
Oh,
purse
that's
and
funny.
Elisa got the wine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She said it was a gift from God.
The wine?
The wine.
Oh.
Well, because Ashley was asking her, where'd you get that from? It says que sí, she's like, it's just a gift. A gift from God. She didn't know what she said. Because Ashley didn't know what was going on
Oh.
about
The raffle or any of
Where'd
that.
the
We
wine
left her
come
out
from?
all that.
Marcia donated the wine so that we could do it together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She got that as a gift. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to donate it so you guys can do it together.
So wait a minute.
I'm not really a wine.
Yeah, me neither. But she was happy though.
I've tried a few. I'm like, I don't get wine. So,
She was happy, so I was
you're
like,
not
okay.
fancy enough to understand.
That's probably it. You're probably
Alright,
missing the
well, have
finger.
fun.
Something about the pinky.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you gotta hold the pinky up.
Yeah, I just didn't try it like that. Right?
Be
that's
safe out there.
Huh?
Be
All
safe.
right, y'all have a good week.
All right, you
Just,
too.
Appreciate it.
make sure you email me if you need
I
anything.
will. Already.
Do the same one next week. I can't think of anything changing. Y'all just
Okay, we will.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sure.
Bye bye.
Great. So you have the old lady teaching you that Spanish or
Yep.
English?
Oh yeah, she used to teach us English with pictures. It was us from Mexico. There was another guy from the Philippines. There was another one from Indonesia. There's another girl from Russia. But they were like exchange students.
Uh-huh.
But we were like,
Was your family scared when you came out of the newspaper?
not at all.
And this was like 90s? In the 90s?
This was in the 96, 95, yeah, somewhere around there.
Great. Great. So, do you graduate high school there?
No.
No.
I graduated high school in Baytown, here in Texas.
In Texas. And when you came out here, you said it, I guess obviously because you knew the language a little bit better, which helps,
A lot, yeah.
right? And then here, I'm sure there's a lot more culture.
Hispanics.
Yes.
Yes,
Like a lot more different cultures where you're
Right.
not so singled out.
exactly.
So you said it was easier to make friends here.
It was.
Of what ethnicity would you say are most of your friends?
Really, I always been the type of person that has few friends. I'm not really like outgoing, outspoken, like a bunch of, there's always one or two. It's crazy to say, but one of my best friends back in the day was white. I used to take it to the club with me, to the Hispanic club. So I don't really think I have, it was a mixture of both. It wasn't really just Hispanics or whites or, my best friend was white though.
Yeah, great. And would you say have you experienced any type of racial discrimination?
No.
Yeah? No. That's great. That's wonderful. So I understand that you're currently going through, I guess, the immigration process.
Yes.
Can you describe that a little bit?
Okay, so basically because I went to school here, there's a certain criteria that you have to meet in order to apply for the DREAM Act.
Right.
That's what it's called. Because I went to school here and I barely met the deadline to qualify for that. I was able to qualify for it. What it is basically, I'm legal to be here, but I cannot leave the U.S. If I was to leave the U.S., I can't come back. I don't have
So
any
you
leave
can't
to
get
come
like a passport.
Right, no. I have a Mexican passport,
Mhm.
but it's from Mexico. That's not legal for me to come back into. So I have restrictions as far as that goes. I have to renew it every 2 years. It is a little pricey. Right now, it's about $400 every 2 years.
And is that a T visa or?
It's not a visa. It's just basically a work authorization and a social security number. With that, you're able to get a job. You're able to have a driver's license, and you're able to go anywhere in the U.S. As long as you don't leave the U.S. or U.S. territories, then you're okay.
Wonderful.
Now, what we're looking to do, because I am married to a U.S. resident, we're going through the process with him as well for him to be a U.S. citizen. Once he becomes a U.S. citizen, then we will apply for my documents because I'm his wife. We're legally married.
Right.
So
And
it
did he
is.
go to school here as well?
Yes.
He qualified for the Dream Act as well?
He came here. He got his legalized through his dad when he was 18 years old. So he's been a U.S. resident since he was 18. So he's been a U.S. resident for about 13, 14 years, 15 years, somewhere around that.
Okay. And how do you guys identify yourself? Like right now, if I ask you today, what are you?
Hispanic.
Hispanic? Yeah. Great, great. And so traditions are a big thing. Would you say more so here or there?
I think I'm more Americanized to this point because I've been here more than half of my life now. So I'm in between, but I think I'm more tradition to America now. It's yeah.
Okay, so you said you can't leave America.
No.
Before then, have you been back to Mexico since you?
Yeah, I do.
And when you go, is it such a big difference?
Super different. Yeah, it's completely. It's like you're going to another. If I was to get deported, for some reason, I
This is
wouldn't.
where I was going with you.
Okay. If I was to get deported, I wouldn't know what to do back where I'm from. I would have to go to some like tourism to where there is, like tourism to do something into translation maybe,
Mhm.
or work like in hotels where there is bilingual people needed,
Right.
something to that nature. But back to my like home, to where I'm really from, I'd be completely lost.
Mhm.
Not only that, but like education, as far as education was, how you have to have here's a high school diploma or GED or something to that nature.
Right.
I don't have anything Mexican.
Any
Everything
type
is
of document.
right.
Yeah.
So that would be a nightmare, but I'm sure I will survive. I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
when you don't have an option, you gotta find an
I like that.
option. So
Quote that on the shirt. Great, great. So basically, this is your place.
yeah, this is my place. It is because even the way we cook, the way we talk, like sometimes Spanish, English in between mixed together.
Mhm.
We cook mashed potatoes, we like meatloaf.
Right.
We do the Mexican rice, the beans, the pozole, tostadas. I mean, we
Right.
do both. There's not. So it's kind of like a mixture of both.
Yes. That's wonderful. Wonderful. I guess if you were to have children here, would you object to them marrying someone who wasn't Hispanic?
Yeah, that would be perfectly fine.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Great to know. Good, good, good. And what would you say, if you had one piece of advice from anyone from Mexico who was thinking of coming here, what would it
Be strong.
be?
Yeah,
That's
just you have to be strong. You have to be ready, not just mentally ready, emotionally ready. Because especially if you're alone, I was, I had my parents and I have my siblings. There's people that come here completely alone,
Mhm.
just with friends, and you get depressed. You think of back home. You think of everything you left. You think of what if I just go back. But because of the reality that Mexico goes through, and all the unemployment and poverty and all of that stuff, it's a much better life up here, but it is a high price to pay.
Yes.
I haven't seen my grandmother in since 2000.
Mm. Yeah.
So I'm actually in the process of getting a permit to go see her, but we'll see if that gets approved.
And that's something I guess as Americans we never think of.
Exactly.
Like we need permission to go see our family.
Yeah,
Like
I know. You just
our
like, let's
entitlements
go.
don't tell us that that's ever something
Yeah,
we have to think of.
I can't. I mean, I could leave, but the consequences would be really devastating. Like, I would be losing everything I have. Not only that, but I wouldn't be able to see my siblings or my parents for I don't know how long.
Right, your
So
husband.
exactly my house,
So
just
scary. Yes.
just everything.
So just to talk politically for a moment, how do you feel about Mr. Trump and the way he's portraying the wall? Like building this great wall is going to end all immigration problems and the Mexican murderers and rapists that Mexico is sending over.
Mm-hmm.
Since I guess the increase of all this rhetoric, like he's saying, oh, the Mexicans, they're
Right.
rapists
They're
and
right. Yeah.
murderers. Are you feeling that as well? Like white people staring at you extra hard in the streets, or
Never. You
you
know,
know?
that really doesn't bother me because I know who I am,
Mhm.
and I'm aware that in this world there's in every race there's rapists, in every race there's criminals, in every race has a little bit of everything. Not because you're Mexican, you're a thief. Not because you're black,
Right.
you're poor. Not because you're black, oh, there's a higher chance that you're gonna rape me.
Yes.
I don't believe in that. There's even if he does build a wall, there's always a way. We don't always cross the border by walking. I guess he
Mhm.
doesn't know that they're building tunnels under the ground.
Right. There's tunnels. There's boats. There's boats around you.
There's
Everything.
airplanes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you know I was in this class? I
So-
was reading that only 40% of the nation's immigrants actually come from that way.
really.
Yes. The rest, most immigrants come from Canadian border or
How funny.
commercial travel, like
And
planes.
he's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then they
it's-
just overstay their visas and like that.
yeah. I
But
believe
for that just be the worst problem.
exactly, and
I
it'll
got
be
it.
just a waste of money, really.
Yes. Mhm. Great. So that pretty much sums up most of the questions I have now. Did you have anything that you would like to add, as far as a personal struggle or something to keep in mind?
Personal
that you
struggle
would-
would be my accent.
Mhm.
There's always insecurities when I speak.
Mhm.
I don't know, like a lot of people don't because I know it's there, and sometimes when I pay a lot of attention to it, that's when it gets worse.
Mhm.
I guess it's just me, like people will know right away that I'm not from here.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I'm grateful that it's not something that has stopped me. Even when I wasn't legal to work, I've always been blessed with having a job. Um, in management, not having legal documents. So, you know, sometimes it is because I come across a way that I don't want to come across sometimes.
Right.
And I realize that my accent, yeah. Because sometimes I want to say certain things a certain way and they don't always come out how I want to say them. And that sometimes can hurt or make people think differently.
Right.
But other
And that's
than that,
ridiculous. That's just nothing.
it is. But when you're going through it, since you know it's there and it bothers you,
Right.
I guess I'm giving it the power to be a lot bigger than what it really is.
Right. It's like one of the things you almost can't control.
Exactly.
And in a time when you're trying to be so
Yeah.
perfect.
And then
It's frustrating.
having my husband at home is like, no, that's not how you say it. You say it like this. And I'm like, oh my God, sorry. Okay. This. Or I just say it in Spanish. And he's like, what? I'm like, see? That's why.
Right,
You
because
can't
then
say
you
it right in
change it
Spanish, but then I can't say it 100% English. So we're just gonna have to compromise. But other than that, I think it's just, and like, if you use like really proper English, I would be like, what?
Right. And to be perfectly honest, me too.
Like I know the basics. Hi, bye, how are you? I'm good,
Mhm.
But if you get really deeper into it, I wouldn't be able to.
Mhm.
But I'm glad and I'm happy that I passed tests back in the days because that was a reading, math, and writing
That's
thing that I
right.
was
Yeah.
like, oh my God. But other than that, it's all good. I mean, I'm blessed. It's a hard road to take. If
Yes.
I was to if I was to be asked, would you do it again?
Mhm.
I don't think I would.
No?
No. I'd be like, I think I would have been perfect in Mexico. Like I would have had a good life down there too. But then again, I really appreciate the fact that my parents gave me this opportunity to come to another country to be able to learn another language and
Right.
all of this
Expand
other
your
stuff.
opportunities.
Exactly. But if it was up to me, I'd be like, no, I stay here. I mean, I was already a little older. I mean, I was in ninth grade when I came up here, so.
Right. You already pretty much established in your life.
Exactly. So.
Mhm.
Good.
Well, I'm glad you came. Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
been a pleasure to know you so far. Thank you for that. And thank you so much for taking the time.
You're
for me
welcome.
and for
No
this as well.
worries. My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're
Once I
welcome.
get it typed up and stuff, I'll be sure to give you a copy just so you can see.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.